Guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, you know how them videos always start. We ain't even doing it that way. We about to go out here, put in some work on these beautiful, oh, you see that? Nice. Big old front mount intercooler. All right, so this is the homie Yuri's car, is300. Still one or two things we gotta do. We gotta bleed the brakes, and for some weird reason, the CX Racing turbo is leaking from the oil return line, so we gotta take the whole manifold off to address that, but that's not happening today. Give me 1 second, Fat. Maya came out with the packages. You got your phone?
This is suspicious.
Shh, you telling people what we got. We got the packet. Hold on, first of all, if you follow the station, you already know this car with big head Maya in the way. Oh, Maya was in a couple of the videos with the car. So this is the homie Dante's car. Dante dropped the car off to get some more work done to it. There's nothing wrong with it at all. He could have kept driving it how the way it was, but we want to button some things up, make a lot of things a lot neater than it was. I supposed to have this car literally a couple weeks after I gave it to him, but bro been driving the car and enjoying it. So long story short, we had to put the ATI fluid damper on, fresh, brand new out the box. That went on perfectly. I have no idea why people have no issues installing that. Not even gonna go there with you guys. We're going to relocate the fuel pressure regulator down a little further because this bracket, that's not it. It's not bringing sexy back. That's not it. For some weird reason, this is loose. I don't even remember what happened with this. There's a lot of things we're going to tighten up. And I got a nice little bracket for the boost solenoid. And with the wastegate, I don't think we had a wastegate wired in right. I'm not 100% sure what happened there, but the car, like I said, the car drives. The car's been driving. And the first thing I noticed when I popped the hood, when bro put the car back, is the last video you seen with this car driving, we literally dropped the ECU in and he just took the car from me. He's just been driving it. So I thought of a way to like clean this up so it sits in. I can't remember right now, but hopefully by the end of this video, I had this sorted out so the cover actually sits on there properly. But if you don't know, this is the Panic made harness, jump harness with the link ECU plug straight in. Is a straight bolt in. If you didn't see that video, here's a link to that video right here. Go check that out so you could see exactly what's going on with this car, right, Maya? Right. Then that's my GS that's broke down right now. But yeah, something wrong with the suspension. Is like wonky, but I ain't worried about that right now. I'm driving the SC for the daily. So without boring you guys, let's go ahead and get into it. So this is the bracket for the boost solenoid. We ordered these off of Amazon. It's billet and it's nice. It's a beautiful look. As far as can you get it powder coated black, I don't even think they had that option for that, but these come with the bolts, a little small box. So if you've seen with the bracket that I made, this is 10 times better, and it fits Mac boost solenoid 3-port, and I'm pretty sure like the 4-port or will fit in this too also. So let's go ahead and get this thing put on the car, and we can just get some fixings going on. So I'm gonna kind of fast forward through it because I do have to put the start on too. And putting the start on the JZ inside of is300, you're not gonna be able to see that at all. So I'm gonna drop these parts on, give you guys a look-see of how everything looks with it. Everything a little bit more cleaned up, like a lot more fresher looking, a lot more cleaner. See what we're gonna do about this ECU. So let's go. All right, so you could copy this part number down for this belt, serpentine belt, because if you're running the ATI fluid damper with all your pulleys attached, you need a longer belt. All right, guys, so only thing I'm doing here is just attaching the lower radiator hose. This is a manual, so it doesn't have any transmission hoses. All right, guys, since we got everything buttoned up, time to bleed the coolant system. Try and get all the air out the system. This tool that I'm using, super duper cheap, but it works fantastic to get the air out the system. All right, so we should be done with the car now. It's a screw. So the car just came in for like minor repairs. The ATI damper, starter, it had an oil leak on the oil filter housing. Hopefully that's fixed. I won't know until I start it and bleed the coolant. But other than that, like I said, the car was driving good. Was trying to get it tuned a couple of days ago, but ran into the issue with the serpentine belt. So what we do now is just bleed the coolant make sure it's not leaking any oil. Or we did the ABS delete also from suspicious garage. Take it out for a spin, see how it feels. But if anything, I would just run off a wastegate spring pressure, which I believe it was like 6 or 8 psi, something like that. It was something. It's a smaller spring in that precision wastegate. So let's go ahead and start this thing up. Make sure it's not leaking oil, and while we check the oil, let the coolant bleed. So should be good to go. This is the true manual, which I gotta keep remembering because I keep trying to start everybody car without the clutch pedal like it's a manual swap, but it's not. True manual. Whoa, something's not right. Let's see what's going on here. Starting up and running a little rough. Maybe I have something not connected as usual. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna try to get this thing up to operating temperature, see what this see what this wideband and everything reads. I gotta actually go in the house and grab my computer to plug it in and make sure all the sensors are in again, because it's a little rough. It's usually not rough on first start. But the car has been sitting. So I'm gonna let it warm up and we're gonna see what happens from there. It is a really bad breakup on the boost. I need to check the gap on these spark plugs now, seeing that is happening, because that's not right. Because it feels like it wants to go. Yeah. All right, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna let this car cool off because it's hot. Nothing smoking. I'm gonna double check for that oil leak. I really wanted to get it into some boost for that oil leak. I can't remember what I got these spark plugs to when I had the car. If this is like 6 pounds to 8 pound spring, it should be at like a gap of 44, pretty much a stock gap will work. So if there's anything below that, that's not gonna work. It's gonna just break up on the boost. I think it's called special word for it. So yeah, I'm gonna let this thing cool off. Work on the homie Yuri's car real quick, get his brakes situated, and we should be able to test drive his car. Maybe not in this video because I gotta get Dante cars ironed out, but yeah, the homie Yuri car is done. So if you don't see it in this video, it's a video either before this one or after this one with us driving Yuri car. So, all right. Remember, I said I was gonna show you guys the gap on the plugs before I gap. I'm gonna figure out what's going on. All right, so hear me out. You gotta hear me out on this one. That was a plug. You gotta hear me out on this one. Look, just look. So I checked the gap on this. I don't even know what it is. Like this gap is too tight. This is just too tight. This gap is like for running like my horsepower. This is too small. So I'm not even gonna re-gap these. Just look at them. We're gonna just chalk those up to the game, bro. Chalk it up for a loss. I got like 3 packs of fresh, brand new spark plugs coming in. I think they should be here by like tomorrow or something like that, or this weekend. So I'm gonna go ahead and just drop some new spark plugs in with the stock gap, which is like 0.44. I might gap it to 38, but let's see what 44 does. I think 44 should do the trick because it should be a 6 pound. This is why this car is breaking up, and I just figured it out. I don't know why the gap is so tight. I don't even remember doing that. Honestly, I'm be honest with you. I don't remember gapping these that tight. I don't even look. We're not gonna figure out the mystery. Let's drop these new plugs in, fresh plugs in, and take it out for another test drive. Yeah. These plugs are actually 3840-ish. So this shit run a lot better. Let's see. Might gotta adjust that idle, still a little high. It is a cold start though, so I'm gonna let it sit here, warm up some, and then we're gonna take it out. I'm gonna see if that idle drop though once it warms up. So I adjusted the throttle. Is exactly at like 1,000. It might change, not sure. It is a little lean it's not really bad though. I'm not really worried about that too much. You can always adjust that. That's too much, not too much to worry about right now. So let's see what it does real quick. Nothing crazy at all. Most part I did fix everything the car came in for. The starter, the ATI fluid damper, the oil leak, like all that stuff is fixed and repaired. It's just this part was just inside the tune that was the issue. When it comes to that, I really can't do but so much with that because I don't tune cars. I hit the homie Brandon up, let him do his thing, and that part is pretty much on him. Yeah, it's definitely something in the tune. So it is what it is. As you see, it drives wonderful. I'm gonna give you guys one good pull, see what it does now. I have some really good news. So we had a vacuum leak just now in the intake manifold. I don't have anything to really block it, so I got to mix something up. Got a Ziploc bag and a zip tie. So this is for my people that's against zip ties. This is why I love zip ties. Watch this. Let me show you. So you see that? Hold up. Check your boy up. Check your boy out. Hold up. Check your boy out, man, bro. Check your boy out, bro. So as you see here, I'm hearing the hissing, and here it is. So I don't know where the vacuum port block off I put on there. I should have put a zip tie on there. I ain't on this one. I will when I get home. So let's go ahead and cap this off, old hot rod screw style, and see what this baby actually does. Because it got in the boost, but then it broke up, and then we had the vacuum leak. And just like that, it's partially fixed. That will get us home. So let's see what this baby does. Because it's like when we hit boost, that's when like, because it was a crazy smooth curve. Let's see. That partially worked. It'd be alright for now. So it goes in the boost. It goes right in the boost now. It's just like it's like a breakup. We do gotta tune it for the boost. As you hear, it's like a mini breakup. We do have to tune it for boost. I already knew that before we even started this video. Alright, so beforehand, like I said, the car came in for small fixes. We already knew we had to get it tuned already. When we tried to tune it with Brandon last time, the wideband, since we couldn't, I didn't know where to get how to hook the wideband sense up to the Link ECU, but long story short, I found it out later on. It was like midnight, 1 in the morning, when the guy from like Link ECU Panic Me hit us up and gave us the diagram. It actually hooks into the OBD2 port on the is300 for the wideband sensor. So when all that happened, the car, like I said, like as you see, this car gets into boost, it drives everything, but Brandon wasn't really trying to fully tune it and open it up because we didn't have a wideband sensor. That's just a good tuner for you, so we wouldn't blow the car up. But this wasn't clickbait or anything like that. The car is perfect. The AFRs are still perfect. Besides that piece of plastic I put on that vacuum leak. I am going to fix that now since we're at the house. But long story short, this was just to button the car up. It was good to see the car again. It was good to drive the car again. We are not going to be able to pit getting this car tuned in this video, just mainly because we got to set an appointment up with Brandon, and I need Dante's laptop, so that way he has his tune on his laptop versus my laptop. It's a slight process with it. It's nothing major, but the car is safe and sound. It's perfect. It's good. No more oil leaks. It is the boost leak, which I showed you with the plastic bag, but it is what it is. It's one of those things. But yeah, guys, I ain't gonna talk you guys' heads off. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up with this build, because we definitely will be street tuning this thing right here on this YouTube channel within like the next day or so. I just got to set up an appointment with Brandon, and I got to get this video out. I got to get these other videos I have backed up, edited, and it's just a process with this thing. But always, thanks for checking out the channel. Thanks for keeping up with the builds. Shout out to everybody that supports the Built Alliance brand. It's a brand. It's not a car club. I don't know why people think it's a car club. It is what it is. It's a brand, bro. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, jump over here, and mess around with the homie Yuri's car, because this is a cool day. It's a nice hot day. I ain't gonna babble on. I gotta fix my GS too. I still didn't fix the GS, so let's get to it, y'all. In the next episode, peace out.